Hi, I'm Mark at M2M Technology, and this is another quick tips video. This all about the setup of Sage 200 users and administrators. As I've mentioned before, I'm quite new to this video production lark, so I'm still at the stage where I'm having ideas. I'm sure you'll have noticed some things work, some things don't, and where they do, that's because I'm great. Where they don't, blooming doggies are awkward. So and so. What I'm also doing is looking for inspiration from other YouTube channels, and certainly from my research, it seems like the way forward is to wear an old black heavy metal t-shirt. This one is from Canadian Beat Combo Voivod, and it still fits. Just. Anyway, on with the show. This video is all about Sage 200 users and how to set them up. If you're on the IT team, the question is, are they a user or an admin? If they're a user, put them in the Sage 200 Users Active Directory group. If they're going to be a Sage administrator, put them in the Sage 200 Administrators group. Simples. It's worth noting that Sage administrators also get access to the regular program, so there's no need to put anyone in both groups. Once the IT team have added them to the appropriate users group, an existing Sage 200 administrator needs to launch the administration program and then configure what parts of, for example, the sales ledger or the sales order processing area the new user is going to have access to. The users should be able to log on to their PC and then browse to the Sage share. In there's a folder called Installers. In there's a folder called Sage 200 Client. Double-click the setup file to install. Likewise, the Sage 200 Administration module. And now to the fun part, controlling users' access rights and permissions. For this part, we're going to assume you're a Sage administrator, and so let's open the Sage Administration tool. In the Sage Administration tool, you can go to the users list to see a list of all your users in Sage 200. You might see some old grey users in here that have been disabled, but the majority should be green or blue. Green are users, blue are admin. We are Sage admins. To control access to the main Sage 200 program, double-click on one of the users you can see here. Permissions are grouped by roles, so any user that has a member to a given role gets access to all the features of that role. You can easily assign roles to multiple users or multiple users to a role. Company access is much the same. Managing access to Sage 200 is the responsibility of your Sage 200 administrator, so if you're not sure who that is, please try and find out. If you have any questions about accessing Sage 200, contact your Sage administrator. They should be able to assist. If you're watching this and they're not, maybe send them a link. One final thought to remember. A new user is not set up for Sage 200 until the IT team have added them to the Sage 200 users group, and then a Sage administrator has gone into the Sage administration tool and configured where and what they're going to have access to. If you see a message saying that you are not a Sage 200 user, chances are that either your IT team hasn't set you up in the appropriate Windows Active Directory group, or your Sage 200 system administrator hasn't done their thing. I think he's broken. Fetch it, Dodger. If I hadn't seen it with my eyes and captured it on film, I wouldn't have believed it. One final thing, some permissions are company specific, so they can't be set in system administration. These are things like SOP permissions, sales order processing permissions, and also accounting period permissions. You do these, like I'm showing you now, and unless your Sage administrator has really locked the system down, you can probably do this yourself if you need to. So by all means, give it a go. And I'm afraid that's about all I have time for today. I've now got to hope I can edit this into something borderline coherent before work starts, and I hope you enjoy. Please like, subscribe, comment below, get in touch via 01245 494 847 or Servicedesk email servicedesk@m2mit.uk, or visit our website support.m2m.host. We'd like to hear from you.